It's time to stop messing around. We're going to rank these running backs right before we hit the NFL draft tomorrow, and things are just going to change as these guys find their landing spots. So I'm going to lean heavily into my guys. I'm going to give them a little boost today. This is something you're into. Make sure you smash that subscribe button. Hit that like button if you're already subscribed. Give this video a little boost on the algorithm. But let's go ahead, start ranking these running backs to get us ready for this NFL draft, to get this party started. Bijan Robinson, S tier. I don't even think I need to really say anything. Considered a generational talent. He's getting first-round draft capital. Catches the ball out of the backfield. Very, 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 very good running back prospect. And Bijan Robinson in a tier of his own. Going to A, I'm going to just put Jahmyr Gibbs here. Chances are he could get first-round draft capital, early second-round draft capital, used in the passing game, runs well between the tackles. He's going to get opportunity. I think he's a very good running back. I've liked him. I've got videos on him from when he was in Georgia Tech, so it's not like I'm a newbie on this guy. I'm letting you know he's a very solid guy to go after. Now things get interesting at B, and I'm going to promote the guys I like here. Zach Charbonnet, draft capital's coming his way, can be used in the passing game, can be used as the focal guy between the tackles, got the size, high-end recruiting profile coming out of high school. What more do you want out of this guy? Now we got to see where he lands. Kendre Miller, I'm very high on him. Very high on him. Higher he goes in the draft, the higher I'm going to get. If he falls in the draft, I understand. I'll adjust things from there. But I'm very high on Kendre Miller. He's just a guy that I'm going after. I love the size of just athleticism. Love what he did last year. That being said, I'm jumping Izzy up here. He's one of my guys. At cost, I'm drafting him. So I'm maybe drafting him at C or D cost. But he's one of my guys, and I'm going after him. These are my guys I'm ranking here. And I'm stopping playing around, just trying to play tit for tat with these dudes. I like Rashawn Johnson. I think a lot of people do as well. I like his size. I feel like he might be getting decent draft capital. He's a guy I'm still into. Sean Tucker's here. Remember, this is a tier. This could be mixed up. Think about Sean Tucker. Very productive. Catches the ball in the backfield. Has good athleticism. We saw all that stuff. The heart condition is a thing. The heart condition is something that we have not much information on. It's ambiguous. If he falls in a draft, we're adjusting accordingly. But right now, we're going to act like it's kind of not there, but we know it's there, but we're just waiting for more info to come, so that he's just going to hang out where we usually have him at. And that's it. Moving guys around here, I think Zach Evans, I'm coming down a little bit lower. He might be a day 3 guy or a late day 2 guy, but you're going to have to watch to see where he goes. Could be a tremendous value, but honestly, he's a player that has the athleticism on tape, that really sparks your interest, but things really didn't come together throughout his career, and he really probably needs a little bit of gusto to help him out. Tank Bigsby, I like him a lot. I think he's solid between the tackles. I think he can be a solid grinder for an NFL team. I like him a lot, and I'm going to mix and match and jump around here. Chase Brown, Evan Hall. In that 3rd to 4th round range in rookie drafts, I'm going all in on these two. And they need to be in a tier of their own, somewhere in the middle, where I can just talk about them. Sometimes when you do these tiers, you kind of just want a tier to just talk about a couple blokes. I'm talking about Chase Brown and Evan Hall. I like them both. I like those guys. And they're around the same part of the country. When it comes to collegiate football, I like them. I like Chase Brown. He went off this year. Did well against Michigan. Catches the ball out of the backfield a little bit, but highly athletic. Can be productive. Evan Hall, though, has got the size. Catches the ball out of the backfield. Probably won't get the draft capital, but at the latter part of the drafts, I chase big running backs, catch the ball in the backfield, especially the receiving profile, and I like that a lot. Receiving profile, Kenny McIntosh, I want to see where he goes. He might end up down here when everything's said and done, but right now, since he catches the ball in the backfield and catch balls downfield, can get you a little bit of an A-dot for a running back, something I'm into. Devin Achane, really want to see where he goes as well, but I think he's getting draft capital. I think he'll get usage, and his skill set can allow him to be productive in fantasy. Some people have him up like here, and then I got him here. Some people will put him here. I got him here. I'm boring. And that's all right to be boring with some players. Looking at Tyjae Spears, I look at him in a similar light. I think he's going to get draft capital. I think he's going to get the opportunity to play. His draft capital may not be as high as what some people think, but you got to remember, look how many running backs we got on the board here. If you're an S, A, B, C, D, maybe even E, you're better in a lot of running backs in other drafts. Think of it that way. So some of these guys are going to slip down a little bit. So you really need to be just objective with the draft capital, objective with the situation. If a running back we like falls to the 4th round, still remember the sunk cost is still the sunk cost to that NFL team. And they're not against bringing another running back. So they have to really ball out early in their career, whether we like it or not. That's just how it is. But if they do, then that's a good thing. Deuce Vaughn, I got him here in E. So the thing about Deuce Vaughn is that production profile. You can use him in the passing game. He's got speed, but he's a micro machine running back. And the odds of him hitting is not that great, but I'm taking him at cost or maybe below that. So I'm expecting to pay hardly anything for them. And I also like Eric Gray. I like him kind of up here with Chase Brown, Evan Hall. But honestly, draft capital is going to be wondering for me, so I want to see where he goes. And then 2, he is a little bit of an older prospect, but the tape doesn't lie. He's got some good wiggle to his game. Dwayne McBride, I do not know where to like him. I'm not, you know what? I already talked about Evan Hall and Brown. I'll just throw him there. He's got some size. Be a pounder between tackles. Only got 5 catches in 3 years. That's what's scary for me. I don't chase guys who don't catch balls out of the backfield, but I already have like 15 running backs ahead of him. I'm not going to count them, but I'm going to call it 15, even if there's just 8 there. Keaton Mitchell, it's got speed. He could be a surprise back in the right situation. That's one thing you want to look at. I love Mohamed Ibrahim. Very productive during his time in Minnesota. It might be a sneaky guy. Just like Lou Nichols. Very similar. Lou Nichols didn't have a great year last year, but the year before, woo! A lot of Devy guys was all over Lou Nichols. He may not get drafted. He may be like a 6th rounder, 7th rounder, but he could be a sneaker. Chris Rodriguez, productive at the SEC level, was suspended some games last year. He's a sloth back, but he can be a grinder. You know what? He could be that guy who takes away touchdowns from your favorite running back on some games. That's the type of back he could be, and that's not a validation or anything. Cam Peoples, I'm out of. He's in tier whatever letters after F. Xavier Valade, he is a sneaky guy, but again, I don't really see it happening. Tyon Evans, just going to throw him here. He's got some goods in his game. Now I'm going to throw him right around here-ish. He's got some goods in the game. Catch the ball in the backfield a little bit. Got some athleticism, but again, not a guy you're chasing. Travis Dye, older running back, has an injury history, was productive at the college level, did some things with 2 different collegiate programs, even though it wasn't high-end production. He's old, though. Been through the ringer here. Probably not going to get drafted, but if he does, it's late. Probably can't body. But he's been around. He's got experience. Maybe he can shake something else. But I'm not chasing him either. What I like about these rankings is my guys are in Tier B. Zach Charbonnet, but mostly Kendre Miller, Izzy. Those are my really 2 home run guys that I'm really going after. I love Sean Tucker. I hope the heart's okay. And he's a guy I've been hammering for. But I really want to see. Roshan Johnson, I like him too, but a lot of people like him, so it is what it is. Same with Zach Charbonnet. Notice, if the crowd likes a guy a lot, I'll try and pivot away, but the thing is, a lot of people like Izzy and Kendre, but I was on to him before them. Zach Evans, I'm boring with. Tank Bigsby, I like him compared to some people. Kenny McIntosh, I like him compared to some people. Devin Achane, I'm boring. Tyjae Spears, I'm kind of boring. Chase Brown, Evan Hall, a lot of people like him. This running back class has been beat to death. Dwayne McBride, I really don't know what to think. Where he goes, his draft capital is really going to matter because he doesn't really catch passes out of the backfield. Or maybe he can, he just didn't do it at the college level. Eric Gray I like. Deuce Vaughn I like, but I want them at cost, and I want them cheap, which I think they will be because they're like running back 20 on the list. And again, F. Guys I'm going after, Mohamed Ibrahim just because. Lou Nichols just because. Production matters to me. And then Chris Rodriguez, I'm kind of scared of him because he was productive at the SEC level, but I can tell you that he is a little bit of a sloth back, and I don't chase those guys. And then Bijan Robinson going to Bijan, Jahmyr Gibbs going to Jahmyr Gibbs. But those are the running back rankings as we head to the NFL draft. Let me know in the comments below who you're going after. Who is your running back? I don't care if it's your RB20, RB15, RB1. Who's your guy? Because your guy doesn't have to be your top guy or highly ranked. Who is your guy at the running back position? I want to hear that below. Smash that like button on the way out, and I want to thank you for watching.